Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I won't be, um, well, I will, well, this will not be a long live stream today because, I gotta get ready for Monday's live stream. But yeah, make sure to like and share the live stream on the way in. And today I'm going to, well, this is about the 1982 McLean County Jane Doe, and this was in the state of Louisiana. I'm going to show y'all some videos and everything, and and, and after that, I'm gonna come in and say and say some, and I'm gonna come in and is give my final thoughts about the whole thing, and then I'll end the live stream. But yeah, and after this live stream, I will be dropping another video. But yeah, I want to also say thank you to those who support the channel. And and oh, and I'm also and since everyone wants me to do interviews on TikTok, I will be doing that during the summer and uploading those interviews to the YouTube channel, and yeah, so and yeah, and also, at the end of this month, I'm having the last live stream of this month, and it will be on March 30th. Um, and and before that, the Saturday after next Saturday is is where I will be doing the last case stories of this for this year. Um and yeah, I got and I know I still need to be catching up on, certain stories, but you know I'm going to be catching up on those stories as well. I'm going to be dropping videos about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. And I'm gonna be quiet right now as I show you the first of four videos about this case right here. So yeah. After 43 years, McLean County investigators have identified a woman whose remains were found in a rural part of the county way back in 1982. The person, known as McLean County Jane Doe, was identified as 39-year-old Linda Haddad. Her remains were found along Route 136 between Leroy and Bellflower more than 40 years ago. Yesterday's announcement was made due to a collaboration with the Moxie Forensic Investigations and McLean County coroners and sheriff's offices. Moxie contacted the sheriff's office in August of 2023, and the case was reopened, beginning genealogical analysis in February and developing a potential candidate by late March. Living relatives were identified, and a sample from one was taken and compared to Jane Doe's profile with their close genetic relationship, confirming her identity. This is McLean County's only unidentified person, so we're honored to have found this person, and everyone's life is important. Everyone's life is important. The case is now closed. Moxie's case lead and founder adds that the family never gave up on looking for her. They say her family is grateful for the identification and can live with the peace of knowing what happened. Yeah, so that first video was about how they were able to identify the Jane Doe, and it has been, I think they say, it's been I think it took them 40 years to figure out who she was. And, there, and I know that the family you know, is at peace. And here's the thing that's still, troubling me. How the heck did she pass away though? That's the thing about it. Because she wouldn't have unalived herself now. That's the main thing about this story. I hope they find her killer though. I really do hope they find her killer, because to have the family, be for for how do I say this, for 40 years, you know they were hoping her family was trying to find where she was. And I'm happy that that they solved it, but still, yeah. What about the what about the man who unalived her? That's the main thing. Are we ever going to find out who took her life, or I'm hoping that someday we do, find out who unalived her. And there are a lot of Jane Dome's stories, that I'm probably going to be covering. That will be next year when I start covering, you know, the more of the case stories. But yeah, like I said, this story is it's real sad, but yeah, to me, I still believe that they should investigate even further to find her killer. That's what I believe. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all another one. Mhm.
Information regarding this case. You are urged to contact the McLean County Coroner's Office on 309 888 5210. Alternatively, you could contact the McLean County Sheriff's Office on 309 888 5034. This video features discussions of suicide. Viewer discretion is advised. At around 1:50 p.m. on the 2nd of February 1982, police were called to a scene along US Route 136 near rural Leroy in McLean County, Illinois. Upon arrival, they found the body of a woman hanging from a utility pole in plain sight. The woman in question carried no means of identification. There were no signs of foul play at the scene or on the body, so a verdict of suicide was reached. Despite this, it was reported that authorities were unable to rule out other possibilities entirely until the decedent was conclusively identified. The victim was of Caucasian descent and had an olive complexion. She is believed to have been anywhere from 25 to 50 years old, though she was most likely between 35 and 45. A forensic expert was of the opinion she looked older than she actually was, as she, quote, appeared as though she had not taken care of herself, unquote. She stood approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed about 140 pounds. Her shoulder-length hair was black and ever so slightly grey. Her eyes were either hazel or light brown. There were no signs of her ever having given birth. She was a smoker, but her dentition was in fair repair, with every tooth minus the third molars remaining. However, her gums were receding, perhaps as a result of her brushing too hard or too often. Additionally, her upper front teeth were severely crowded, causing her right upper tooth to noticeably jut outwards. She was found wearing a brown 3/4 length sheepskin coat, a maroon V-neck sweater atop a rust-colored cowl-neck sweater, a white size 36C bra, a pair of beige knit gloves, a pair of blue jeans, black pantyhose, one white sock and one grey sock, and a pair of brown lace-up earth shoes in a size 8 or 9. In her pocket, she carried a pack of Pall Mall cigarettes, a pack of Now cigarettes, a grey Bic lighter, a packet of M&Ms, 7 keys on a keychain, and a small, unspecified amount of US currency. The tax stamps on her cigarette packets were traced to southwestern Illinois and southeastern Indiana. One of the keys she held was traced back to a locksmith based in New York City. This key also had an address stamped on it, though further investigation revealed this address did not actually exist. A post-mortem image of the victim is available. This may disturb some, but is being shown for identification purposes only. If you are sensitive to seeing images of deceased individuals, you may want to look away. The post-mortem image has now been replaced. Shortly before she took her own life, the woman was seen walking along the side of Route 136 by several individuals. First a farmer and then a state highway crew. The farmer asked if he could help her, and she responded by pointing in 2 different directions and then declining his offer. The crewmen also asked if they could be of any assistance. In reply, she simply smiled and waved them off. Within hours of this interaction taking place, she was found deceased. 2 people who'd given the victim a ride while she was hitchhiking into McLean County on the day she died also came forward, though very little is known about their interactions with her. The Doe Network states the following, quote, "Prior to death, people having contact with the victim indicated that she was not mentally stable," unquote. I should note the Doe Network is the only source of this information that I could find during my research. This fact was not further elaborated on, and their definition of the term mentally unstable remains unclear. Authorities followed up on over 50 additional leads, though they managed to eliminate every single one. When over 10 months passed and the woman remained unidentified, she was buried in an unmarked grave at the Scogan Hill Cemetery in Bloomington. 8 people, the coroner, 3 journalists, the gravedigger, the reverend, and 2 funeral home employees, attended her funeral paid for by the Illinois Department of Public Aid. Decades later, she remains in that unmarked grave, still known only as Jane Doe. According to the Doe Network, Jane Doe's fingerprints are not available for comparison, though her dental information is. They also state a DNA sample was taken, The tests were incomplete as of December 2019. McLean County Jane Doe was somebody's daughter. She might have been somebody's sister or somebody's significant other. Someone out there, be they a friend or family member of hers, has to be wondering where she is and what happened. Since 1982, she's been nameless. It's about time for her to be reunited with her identity. At the very least, she deserves that. Several missing people have officially been ruled out as being this victim. Please check the description of this video for a list of these rule-outs. Again, if you believe you may have any information regarding this case, you are urged to contact one of the following: the McLean County Coroner's Office on 309-888-5210, or the McLean County Sheriff's Office on 309-888-5034. Thank you very much for giving McLean County Jane Doe's case a moment of your day.
Now that was a sad story right there. I was that was this is a real sad story. It really is. But again, they
Enforcement in McLean County have identified a woman who's
hang on. What was it? Yep. This is a real sad story. I'm glad they were able to identify her, even though it took them over 40 years for them to even identify the McLean Jane Doe. And yeah, that second video had me, you know, sometimes wanted to cry, you know, when she was telling that story. But yeah, you know, I'm happy that her. I'm glad that, you know, we know her identity now. Um, as of right now, I'm gonna show y'all another video. Um, and as of right now, I'm gonna be quiet and let the video play for you guys.
Enforcement in McLean County have identified a woman whose remains were found in rural McLean County in 1982. The person, known as McLean County Jane Doe, was identified as 39-year-old Linda Haddad. Her remains were found along Route 136 between Leroy and Bellflower. Today's announcement was made through a collaboration with the Moxie Forensic Investigations and the McLean County Coroner's and Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, so is that her name is and again, you know,
McLean County in 1982. The
hang on. Okay, so her name is Linda Haddad. Her name is Linda Haddad. I think I'm saying that right. It's Linda Haddad. And she was 39 years old, when she passed away. Um, Again, like in the video that I showed y'all, the second video, before this one, um, there were there were some things about that was said, you know, and I really, here's the thing, I really do not think that she would have unalived herself, but that's just me though. But yeah, um, also, and also, oh man, this is some real sad stuff, and I mean really sad stuff. Uh, and mm, and once again, you know, at the very end of the day, when it comes down to it, to me, I think someone took her life. That's what I believe. I believe someone took her life and left her there to think that she took her own life. But again, like I said, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, thinking that somebody, you know, may have unalived her, because, and here's another thing. If she would have unalived herself, do you think that maybe a chair would have been there? Or maybe something that she would be standing on would have been there? Something doesn't something doesn't feel right about this. Something legitimately does not feel right about this at all. Um, okay, I found another video about this. Um, Again, it's a video short. So yeah.
On February 2nd, 1982, a woman was found hanging from a telephone pole along U.S. Route 36 near Farmer City, Illinois. She died from suicide. Earlier, witnesses saw the woman hitchhiking on the highway.
I still don't believe it was suicide. I still don't.
She appeared to be incoherent and confused and may have been mentally ill. She refused any help and was found dead not long after. She was identified on August 1st, 2025 as Linda Cecilia Haddad, age 39, from Massachusetts. It is not known how she wound up in a farming community in Illinois. On February 2nd,
Man. Um, this story is sad. It really is. Um, again, you know, this just only thing I have to say is, oh man, the only thing I have to say is wow. Oh man, this is legitimately, honestly, I don't even know what to say anymore. Um, this is legitimately sad. It really is. My condolences to the family, even though, yeah, because again, I first encountered this story earlier this year. So man, that was just it's just sad. It really is. And also there are more stories of Jane Doe's of cases of Jane Doe being solved after decades. But this right here is, I believe this right here is one of the saddest ones. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, it, this is sad. It really is. But yeah. Um, okay. I think I lost the other videos. But yeah. Um, on the real, I think they need to. I think the people who are investigating, some of these, these cases. I think they need to, you know, do a better job at it. but I'm happy that, with the new DNA, testing thing, they're able to figure out who the Jane Does are. And my thing is, with the new technology that they have now, will they also have technology to figure out who unalived the victims? And yeah. And again, this is really a sad story, and again, you heard what they said in those videos. Um, again, like I said, it's just legitimately sad. Um, uh, um, and you guys, this is legit. This is um. See, this story is so sad I can barely even say anything. Um, to all the women out there, if you are, you know, like, make sure if you're with someone, you call and let people know who you are with, because in my opinion, I do believe someone unalived Linda had the Linda had that. I really do believe someone unalived her. I really do, because if she did, you know, off herself, there will be something that she was standing on that would have still been right there. No, I think someone took her life. And, that's my opinion. Maybe someone thinks that in the second video that, all the witnesses that came out saying that, you know, she wasn't mentally stable, or, all the other stuff. I think someone took her life. Maybe I could be wrong, but I think someone took her life, and I think that the killer got away with it. But that's just me, though. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. I want to thank y'all for coming. Make sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you're notified whenever I go live or drop videos. And I'm Alexander Brandon, signing off. And until next time, peace.